It's one of those new moons that is going to really grab you and grab your attention, truthfully, because it is a paradox moon. So what's a paradox? It's when you are wanting to do something and the something's already happened, right? So it's like it's a new moon and where it's new beginnings, but it's not. It's actually a very, very strong transitional ending that has this phase of beginning, right? That's how you begin it. That's very, very important. So welcome to Moon and Me, and here we are, and here you are, and it's a new moon in Pisces, and I want to let you know that this whole transitional space, if you haven't felt the new moon coming in, you're kind of expressing it in some way or another, because you're being influenced, you're being pulled, and your beliefs are being challenged or they're being reinforced, right? So in the space of where we are right now, yes, we're looking at this new moon, and you want to go look at the new moon, that here you are with a new moon and an incredible lineup of planets that is undoubtedly, okay, starting this new beginning. But things have to shift, okay, because what you want to remember is that where the position of the sun and the moon is and where you are, it's like coming to a crossroad. You can either go left, you can go right. There's no more forward. You have to choose now. So are you going to go to one side or are you going to go to the other side? And you can't keep on staying in the middle, because that's the build-up that there's been, right? So it's an amazing moon. It's super, super emotional because of the fact that there is also the ending piece of it. There could be this unconsciously, consciously connection to the habit of doing something, right? This knowing that, okay, you've come to the crossroads and you're not really excited about turning left or right. You're not there yet. And the reason you're not there yet is because Pisces' I am thread is I believe. And when the I believe comes in the Piscean age, right? What we are truthfully saying here, why the universe is lining up this incredible lineup of planets, why there is the strong, strong, strong new beginning, not for you only, not for me only, but for everybody, right? That means every race, every person, every human being, everything on this planet, okay, is undergoing this lineup, this influence of karmic agreements being melted away, doorways that have been open, closing, new doorways opening, gateways, ideas, projects, people, relationships, marriages, you name it. It's all in there together because that's your life, right? So what I want you to pay attention in this moon cycle is that the lunar cycle always triggers our emotional self, right? So it's where your emotions are lying. Where are you emotionally, okay, with your beliefs? Are you at a crossroad that you go, you know what? This just doesn't work. Or I'm done. Or I'm over it. Or, you know what? Onto better things, onto new things. Whatever that is, right? But what you want to go look at is that there's a folding of, there's a conscious spiritual agreement in place. And the lineup of planets that are coming, you have to pay attention because your intuition is speaking to you and your emotional self, okay, is pulling, right? So you've got to be listening because you've got to listen to the beliefs that no longer fit the mold of you now, not who gave you the belief, not where you adopted the belief, right? Not where the belief might have come through something and then got misconstrued and now it's your belief, right? It's your beliefs. So the Piscean age is literally moving away. And in its moving away, we are in this Aquarian age, okay, where quantum physics, spirituality, intuition, telepathy, you name it, vibrational frequency and equity. This is a whole new world of multiverses, right? We are growing at leaps and bounds. So look at the belief that you're carrying, that you know has come to that crossroad that no longer supports you. What is it that you are holding there within that space, okay, of your choosing? What is it that you're holding there that can no longer move forward? Or you prioritize this because it's a new moon. You grab all of your beliefs, okay, that are supporting you, and you take those with you into the direction, okay, that is guiding you emotionally to move you forward, right? So when we look at new moons, okay, you want to look at seeds of opportunity. Why? Because the rest of the cosmic universe is in darkness. So it's been called into, okay, being. So you've got to go look at, what are you saying? What are you believing? What's happening? But
so
you've also,
if I can just ask you a question real quick, and you can expand on it for myself and others, and it's right aligning with what you're saying. As you have written, financial flow is present. Pisces loves movement, and we have it. So keep the energy flowing, and this will trigger your truths and joys. Look at what it is that you enjoy, as this realignment energy is real. Beliefs matter. And then you follow, yes, there is upheaval and chaos and craziness, but on the other side, there's peace.
right,
Watch for what you have believed as you allow now new beliefs to flow into your consciousness.
there you go. All right, so consciousness is, I mean, we're just talking about this because we're just doing the pilot for the rays of light, right? So consciousness is, what are you aware of? You've got to be aware of it, not what the mind is telling you. So this whole Pisces energy is telling you, keep it moving, right? Even if you're going through those murky waters, those emotional turbulences, and a current or two that's just like, oh, keep it moving. Because if you're stagnant, okay, that craziness, that void of the old belief, okay, is getting expanded. So in you moving forward in this lunar cycle, what you want to do is you want to pay attention to a couple of things. One, it's a new moon with everything that is ending. So it's actually a paradox. I talk about it straight away as this is a paradox moon, because everything that comes in has come to an end, right? But it's not an end that there's no more. Now it's like it's come to an end. Now you've got to escalate it. You're going to elevate it, or you're going to go left and right. If you're going to go left and right, you're going to come back to the same position. All right? You're going to come back from where you started, because you have to learn your lesson. Okay? This is where people get confused with karma. You know, maybe I'm in a karmic relationship. No. You're building your karma as you are in that relationship, and you've got to clean it up as you move and evolve from those relationships. As you shift your consciousness, so does that relationship change. If you are stubborn and resistant to that change, meaning that, now let's go to Moon and Me, meaning that you're not changing your belief system, you're being stubborn, you don't want to change, you want to hold on to that belief that you know is sabotaging in you, and you know that it is not truthful, and you know that you don't feel good holding this belief, well then you're carrying that in the bag of tricks that's going to trick you along the way.
Well, you actually said that in another way right here. You said, remember, what you focus on will expand tremendously due to the lineup of planets.
Right.
So be focused on the good. Leave the rest alone. as that will expand and get momentum that you won't be able to tame or control.
Right. And this has all got to do with the other 12 houses of the zodiac, right? Which you sit in. You have Pisces. You don't have to be Pisces to benefit from this lunar cycle. You are benefiting from this lunar cycle because you have a Pisces somewhere, right? But here's what you've got everywhere. You've got your own belief system, okay? Either working for you, okay, or working contra you. And that's where you want to just shift this. If anything you want to get out of this moon cycle is just look at the positive beliefs that you've got and take those with you and elevate them. How do you elevate it? You shift it. You have to be clearing out your space. You've got to be understanding that there's a change of season, a change of environment, a change of thinking. A belief changes everything by the pure intention of releasing a belief that no longer serves you. That's an intentional segment that changes everything in its frequency, right? Frequency meaning that you're changing the way you feel about it, right? The minute you change your way about you feel somebody, that change is moving.
You say that right here where you said this alignment is there for you. This is the time to heighten and strengthen your rays of light as you then alter your state of being. You carry your own wisdom within. Your beliefs change as you grow and evolve.
Right. So this is a great, it's conscious awareness, right? And so it's one of those moons. I was asking everybody, I was asking Dana, and I'm about to put out a few calls to some of my, maybe one strong call to somebody that she's an astrologer, and I'm going to have a conversation with her because I have this strong feeling inside of me that there is, at the end of this month, that there's this opportunity, there's this something is there. And what's there, without it being a doorway or a portal or a gateway or whatever, put yourself there. Because what is there, I just got it, right? What is there is the lineup of these planets. You have Jupiter, the ultimate benefactor, okay, to all good things in your life, expanding a vast influence of light and vibrational into your good fortune, right? How do you create good fortune? Feeling good, being healthy, being in love, having money, living a life that you love and enjoy. Now, just remember, don't stay stagnant because you are called to evolve. So you're going to be called to move on and share and do all these things. So in this new moon cycle, what you want to go do at the end of the month when all of these planets are lined up, okay, pay attention to your dreams. Why? Because Neptune is saying, okay, I am loud right now. So that state of awareness and consciousness comes through your dream state. That's where that frequency is alive. That's where it can come in. You can't get there. You can't be sleeping and being awake at the same time. It doesn't work. Although there are a lot of people that are awake but sleeping consciously, right? Or spiritually. I'm not talking about that metaphor. I'm talking about being, happy or sad, rich or poor, just definitive in simple things so that you can get to the nuts and bolts of it, right? So if we were going to go to the nuts and bolts of this moon in me, right, you want to pay attention. 1, where are you? In this beginning that has a strong ending, okay, where are you with you and your beliefs? Where are you with you and your love life, right? Because Venus, okay, is coming in and she likes her old relationships. She is looking for compassion, nurturing, kindness, abundance, a giving of sorts, right? If you're in some kind of relationship and you've just cut things and with no communication, that's a no-no. I'm just giving you some kind of examples, right? If you've ended a relationship and you're fighting and you're hating one another, that's a no-no. If you are in dispute with your siblings, that's a no-no. You got to look at your relationships and the health of it. Okay, how does it make you feel, right? Is it done in kindness? Are you compassionate about it? You know, where are you with your money, right? What have you chosen to do? Understanding that there's an end of a road here. Are you happy with what you've done and what you've achieved and where you're going and all of those things so that you can go? Because if you're not, you can't. And I just got something there as well, right? Sometimes we bluster on, right? And we move forward and we keep on going and we keep on going and we keep on going and we lose sight of where we're really going and never have stopped and asking if that other person really wanted to go with you. You know what I mean? So sometimes it's just asking that, knowing where you are in that communication with that relationship, and that relationship is you. You know? That relationship is you. Do you want to go there? You know, that's your most important relationship. No matter how much money you're going to make or not make. You know, you've got to know that's the paradox of the Piscean in that movement, because it's calling, I believe I'm great. I believe I know my truth. I believe that I'm changing my truth as I evolve. I believe in love. I believe that, you know, all good things are showing up. What are your beliefs, right? So communicating them and being loud about them. What Dana was talking about, you staying focused, you've got to stay focused, because the other contrast of it is the crazy distortions that can pull you emotionally to take you out of focus, right? So at this time, with such a strong planetary alignment, and so when I wrote that, there's 5 strong planets and 1 star, which is the sun. Anytime the sun comes into that strong planetary alignment, it is amplified. Think of a star just shining bright. That's why you want to stay focused on what's working, not what's not. Because wherever you are, that's what's getting amplified. So just remember, Moon in Me is all about how you're feeling. What you understand comes from you understanding you, right? Be paying attention to how your beliefs are triggering your thoughts. And if those thoughts are coming from your beliefs or somebody else's beliefs, okay? Taking the time to clear your space, clear your home, clear yourself out. I think at this time for everybody it's vital, because if it's changing for one, it's changing for all. And there's a law of correspondence and exchanges are being made. And sometimes we forget the things we carry about others in our bags, in our consciousness, in our agreements, in the way we talk, in the way we agree, in the way we communicate. So just be paying attention to that, right? The other thing that is absolutely vital in this moon is that you stay present, and that you know that this is probably one of the grandest times, because there's such a transitional space for a grand new beginning with an incredible lineup of planets. Think of it. Just think about that, how incredible this is. Or is it a pure coincidence that this new moon, you're going to look up and in the universe, these planets are all lined up. No matter what, that's beautiful synchronicity. Things that music is made of, that magic touches. Think of that, how that just shows up. And then look at what's showing up in your life, how things are just lining up. Think of, your friends, your communication, your projects, what is just showing up, right? Just like that it's beautiful synchronized synchronicities, right? So that's where I'd want you to take a focus. It's a beautiful gifted wisdom. There's a lot there. It's 4 pages of incredible work. Anything else, Dana?
No, I think that I do like where you're wrapping it up, but then you said this is a time to remember who you are and what you believe. New moons are those wisdoms of opportunities to allow this shift and the support your inner self has for you. The cosmic light of the sun is within you. The pathways are real, and Saturn calls you and your soul's contracts into order.
All right, so she just reminded me about something that I wrote there. Saturn is the teacher. So Saturn's also being very strict here. So don't go redo lessons that you already know. Be aware of that, because in everything there's the contrast. Stay present. Stay focused on being positive. Staying focused on believing in yourself. Stay focused on believing in you having faith. Believe in you being favored. Believe in you being blessed. Believe that you have what I shared there, the cosmic light of lights within you. Right? Just stay with that belief inside of you, so that everything else just kind of shifts and melts away.
Well, you were talking about the alignment, which goes into exactly at the end when you end it. Each sacred alignment in the universal sky brings on inner alignments within us all.
Right.
So beautiful.
And that comes from you being the core center of your universe, right? As you are born, you have your own blueprint. You have your own placement of your own sun. You have your own placement of your own moon. Okay, that's how you come into being born into your birth chart. You have a sun, and the sun is your zodiac sign, and then you have a moon, right? That's how you communicate. That's how you are dealing with who you are emotionally, right? You have to be paying attention to how you're feeling, right? That's your key job. If you're not feeling good, pay attention. Why are you not feeling good? What's going on? What's disturbing you? What is prompting you? What's calling you? All these things, okay? That's why grab a pen, write down your beliefs. Write down what you're focused on. Write down the things that you want, so that what you don't want naturally, okay, has the ability to either melt away, and if it doesn't, okay, give it a little nudge, right? Clear up something. Take a bath. Go for a walk. Okay. Clean up your language. Clean up the way you're thinking. Clean up the way you are expressing yourself. Clean up a vibration within you that matches something of a belief that supports you. That's how fabulous this is. So stay good, stay strong, and have a great moon in me.